So, as I journey up here and as I'm, just got the gears spinning, that's the one nice thing about just kind of being out in the woods alone. I mean, with friends and stuff, family's great. But when you're alone, you can really just kind of turn those wheels. And as beautiful as this is up here all the way up on top of this mountain, if you were actually roughing it, if your life depended on it, if you had to be able to come up here and survive for an extended period of time. Ugh, some big old horseflies. And you had to, do all the really hard stuff. Hopefully, first of all, let's say you've already got water with you. But you'll run out of that water sooner or later. And there's none up here. There's a spring all the way down at the bottom of my property. And so that's definitely a viable resource. But let's just say, for the sake of this hypothetical, this conversation, you had to come up here and you had to survive. There's no water. So hopefully you might have brought something to catch water with, to procure water. You can make solar stills. Look them up. They're awesome. And you can do that with like dirty water, but you can also catch rainwater with something as simple as a tarp. Just look at that. Man, this is just breathtaking. I gotta take it in for a second. Gotta take it all in. But here's the other deal. I was thinking about this on the way up here. I do my best to get books and learn and actually go out and use them on like wild edibles. There are a lot of great choices out there. A lot of stuff that you can eat. The Bible says, the herbs of the field shall be for the joy of the workman. Herbs are good for you. Wild edibles, great for you, okay? And I'm not talking about this herb, just so no one's confused, because I live in Colorado. But I do not partake, just if anyone's wondering. And I'm not bashing on those who do. It's just not for me. But anyways, I was thinking about this. So the herbs, great whenever they're here. They call winter the starving times for a reason. Okay? Nothing grows. If you haven't prepared, if you haven't gathered herbs or had a garden and stored, and have some meat in a locker or whatever. I mean, people used to die in winter because you can't eat money. That's the reason why people didn't really even have very much money. What they had was their wealth, which was in food and family and their true wealth, the spiritual wealth in the Most High. Talking about being Most High. Man, I really hope this camera's doing this justice. So, there was a lady a few days ago in California who went missing for, I believe it was 2-3 days. She had been out hiking or doing something with her husband, and she actually went to go to the bathroom, and this is kind of freaky. She's using the restroom, and some man just out of nowhere approaches her in the woods, and he says, he's got a knife, and he says something about, I'm gonna cut your dog, and then I'm gonna cut you if you don't let me do with you as I please, something like that. Which she fled, good for her, and she ran away. When she was being chased by this individual, she feared for her life, truly feared for her life. But this is what's awesome. The lady survived by eating wild edibles. I can't remember exactly what it was. Man, that's gonna drive me crazy, because I just knew a minute ago when I was thinking about it. But anyway, she lived off the land. She survived. An older, middle-aged woman, 50s, 60s, something like that. she survived because she had some knowledge of plant life, of herbs, of wild edibles. Now, as far as water goes, I can't remember what she did. But you know, I mean, you could argue, oh, well, you can live that long without food. Water's a lot more tricky, but at the same time, it's when you're burning those calories, when you're out in the heat in the middle of the summer, it kind of gets hard. And you know, having a nice something to eat is really not only like a actual booster for your body, giving you strength, kind of get you up and going, but also it's really a pick-me-up, and it's very satisfying. If you've gone out and you've lived off the land, or you found things and you ate them and you didn't die, and they tasted good, or maybe not so good, but they were still good for you, it's a pretty good feeling. It's a pretty good feeling. Something that, just like I talk about, you know, Little House on the Prairie, a lot of those people, man, they knew how to do those things. They knew how to do a lot of those things. 6 minutes. Okay, so I'll say this. This is kind of tied into it. My grandfather, my papa, his grandmother was a real life Cherokee Indian medicine woman. The real deal. And when I say that, I don't mean that she was some kind of like voodoo shaman. No, she knew the plants and the herbs. Herbs of the field shall be for the joy of the workman. She knew what to find and what to use, and people used to come to her and get cured of ailments, cured of diseases. Interesting. Seems like, you know, the more pharmaceuticals we put in our body, the worse that we are, the more we poison ourselves. And I'm a nurse, so, you know, I kind of should know. I've been there, I've been on both sides of the fence. But I guarantee you, oh, I just remembered. That's what she ate. She ate cactus fruits. Hold up, I'm in California. Now, I'm not sure exactly about those fruits and, you know, if they're edible or not. They probably are. But I do know of several cactuses that have edible fruits, and you just go to town. So, let me just chew on my glasses a little bit more. Yeah, anyways, it's just kind of cool, you know, I mean, to think about that. The difference, the separation between real, like, you know, what was medicine for thousands of years, and is even referenced really in the Bible, to what is now medicine, and it's allopathic medicine or Western medicine, and all it is it's just a, well, I mean, honestly, it's just kind of an imposter. And trust me, I used to pump people full of it, and I'm guilty. And I wish that I hadn't. I wish I knew more. But the more that I educate myself, the more that I, like I talk about, seek to be a better individual, not just for me, for my family, but most importantly, for the Most High. The more that I do that, the more I learn. Whoa, check that out. I hope y'all can see that. Big old, I don't know, I'm not into birds, but hawk or a falcon or something. Beautiful though, it's just riding those currents up here. What a life. All right. So, you know, just things to kind of think about, things that I was kind of mulling over. And it's good for us as people to look into things that we don't have any knowledge of with an open mind and do our best to get to the bottom of it. Sometimes when you do, you might be surprised. Could really do some good in your life for other people's. So I guess that's about it. Thanks for coming on this journey with me.